Hey guys, how's it going? This is Kobe Cheese, and I'm bringing you a commentary. It's a little solo queue analysis game of one of my Ahri games. It's one of the earlier ones. I played this one before Christmas. I just didn't have a chance to actually do a commentary of it before I went on vacation, but here it is. I'm going to bring it to you. Should be a lot of action in this one and a lot of good stuff and a lot of bad stuff. In other words, a lot of mistakes that I made. So hopefully you can learn some things from what I did wrong. I've actually been playing Ahri a lot since this game, so I'll be able to like yell at myself and be like, why did I do that? You know. Anyways, you see me. I'm actually just changing my key bindings right here. I do like to play Ahri with full smartcast because it makes it a lot easier to land her abilities. At least once you get the hang of what the ranges are on her spells and how to use them quickly, you can really get in there and use your skill shots and hit people really nice. So I'm going to stand in this bush, just try and do a little bit of vision, pull these minions for our jungle. A Moo, and there we go. I'll just shoot the Q right over the edge. It does a little bit of damage to all three minions, and then I'm going to wait for the next one, hit the golem, and I'll head to the lane. In the laning phase, I'll pick up some regeneration runes on both my yellows and my blues. This helps me out with my mana issues, so I can use it more to harass and to last hit if necessary against certain champions. And then I'll just have magic pin reds, and then I'll have some just AP per level, or no, flat AP on the quintessences. So anyways, just going into the laning phase, just try and pick up all the last hits. That's all you really need to do on R. You don't have to harass too much early game. You can do a decent amount of damage if you hit your Q, but you don't want to use all of your mana on just a level 1 Q, since they're going to be able to get all of that HP back as soon as they level up anyways. And here we go. I've got a little bit close to the edge. I should have looked at the jungler. I got snagged by a Maokai, and I thought I was going to be home free with a flash, but just a very max range Q from the Xerath allows him to pick up a kill on me, and so that sucks pretty bad. I didn't lose too much here. I think I should be able to get back before my cannon wave goes down. I'll see how that goes, but overall, not a good start. You don't want to get first blooded, and Xerath is one of those matchups where, oh crap, so I did lose my cannon wave actually, and that's really not the position you want to be in, but it is early on, and I can kind of come back if I play well. Now, again, Xerath is one of those skill matchups, I think, with Ahri. She's actually really good against him, but if you do get stunned and he lands just his full combo on you, you're gonna die just like anyone else because he can burst you from full. He's like an Annie that can shoot you from the other side of the lane. So that's pretty much the way it works out. Now, I do my Ahri, I'll do this pretty much against anyone, but I'll pick up several Doran's rings, and then I'll go for the Giant's Belt first. For some reason, I can't talk today. I'll pick up the Giant's Belt first, and that gives me a lot of tanky, and that can allow you to survive any kind of bursts or any kind of anything that's going to happen to you in the lane, help you avoid getting ganked as much. And you don't need a crap load of AP right off the bat. It does help, and you can get a lot of damage off. But for me, I find that just whittling down my opponents and surviving any kind of counter punishment is the best course of action for me. Now, right now I'm waiting for a movement. He could have grabbed the Xerath right now, and I don't know what he is doing. I'm not sure if he was AFK or what. This is what I thought he was, but I guess he just didn't realize he could have grabbed it. If he had gotten to Xerath there, I would have ran up and done quite a bit of damage. I'm guessing the Xerath's flash is up, so he might have gotten away, but either way, that's better than him leaving. Now, that would have been the case for him. As soon as he leaves, Xerath runs outside of the minion wave, so he could have landed a Banditage there, but whatever. We'll just stand here and continue to farm in the lane. My goal is to try and not fall behind in CS. There we go. Now that Mumu's out here, I'm going to put down as much damage. I got my charm in, so he should be able to get an easy bandage toss. Unfortunately, he whiffs it. Xerath flashes out, and my ignite goes down. Unfortunately, no gank, but we are going to waste that flash, and he's out of the lane, so I'll have my flash up before him, and maybe that'll allow us to work it out just a little bit later. Now, both of us don't have the blue buff. I'm guessing that Amumu's going to need it for a little bit as soon as it comes back up. Doesn't really matter. I do have those AP regen runes, but if I do get a blue buff, it makes it so much easier to lane against certain champions. So Amumu comes back. He wants to come in for a gank here. This could be good, but Xerath sees it and he runs in the correct way. And he's going to have to be careful. I did notice that their Maokai was down there as well, so I'm pretty sure that if he's not careful, he's going to get caught by that Maokai. And we'll see if that happens. There it is. So there's Maokai, and he's pinging it. He's pinging it. He wants to make something happen here. I do have a lot of damage. If I can hit it from right over the side of the wall, there we go. I hit it with a charm, and I'm able to run in with my W, take out the Xerath. Unfortunately, the Amumu does go down, so I can't really call that the best of trades, but, well, I guess you could say it is because I got the kill, and Fed Ahri is really strong. In fact, Ahri, even with a bad early game, she can come back and do really well later on just because of the amount of poke and range she has. She's a very safe champion. Now, it looks like the Sona came up to help out, and she's going to get caught here. They do back off, though, so they're not going to make anything happen. I'm going to try and take out the Vayne. Unfortunately, Terex with the stuns is going to stop me from doing so, but it's going to get him killed for that, so I flash in and take him out. I don't know if he would have died there to the buckshot from Graves, but in any case, I did get the kill. So 2 kills for me, 201 against the Xerath. Not bad overall. And it looks like Amumu is doing that blue. I don't know if I'm going to take it. I guess I'm going to go ahead and give the second blue to Amumu, and I'm just going to go back to the base. And that way he can get a lot of farm in and whatnot. So pick up my double Dorans as well as my sword pin boost. This is the standard start I always do. I'll also pick up some wards. You always want to have wards when you come back to the lane. Wards are an extremely critical part of the game. I don't see enough people in lower elo doing this as the middle lane. It is very important that you grab that. And the best thing to do generally is to put it in the tri-bush area towards your bottom lane. So this allows your bottom lane to not get ganked as long as they have ward, which they should always have ward as well. And I really messed this up here. I ran right into Xerath and took like a full combo from him. Barely got away with less than 50 HP. I flashed out, so that was really retarded move. Not worth it. Again, I want to remind you, this is one of my earlier games on Ahri, so I'm not really sure of like how strong she can be and like how how to use a lot of her combos properly. So I'll let you know. Generally, you don't want to run into Xerath though. That's kind of just an obvious thing. If I were able to stay kind of farther back and land a charm and then go for a combo that way, that would be better. But the main thing you want to do whenever you're fighting against the Xerath and he has his ultimate up is you want to watch for when he hits that stun on you, and you know when he goes to land his ultimates and you're trying to use your ultimate to dodge out of it. So if you can actually wait to use your ultimate until he uses his, you can dodge all 3 of his, and that's really the way you want to do it. I recommend not just blowing everything in his face because he's just going to turn around and stun you. And that's exactly what happens to me again. I get stunned here, and he's going to blow everything on me, but I'm able to dodge enough of it that it doesn't kill me, so we just keep doing these same trades. I'm going to go back to the base. I just got in here as well, so that's unfortunate that I got to go back. Now, bottom lane, looks like we're actually doing pretty well. We're already 8-4 against the enemy team, so great start overall. And as far as me, I could probably be playing this a lot better. But I think this is probably one of my first games against Xerath, and we'll see how it goes. So I wish I could look at the farm right now. Again, this is actually a pre-recorded game. I recorded this, I think, live. Yeah, there it is. So there's a farm. It's too late. Let me look at it real quick. So I looked at the CS, and I'm actually doing really terrible. I only have like 50 farm versus Xerath has like 61 or something. So I'm not doing really well. One way to get some CS on Ahri is to auto attack all of the minions down to a certain amount and then use your Q to hit all of them at once. And if you get anything else low and missed it, try and use your W. It's always good to use your spells to last hit. That's why you want to get that blue buff as well, because it helps Ahri out a ton. And just last hitting, not even, you can harass as well very well with it, but last hitting is a pretty big deal. So once you get the hang of that, though, you'll be really strong on Ahri. And even without that, though, I'm going to be able to do a lot of work. I can run in, do some big damage just with the penetration boots as well as the 2 Doran's rings. Now that he's used his spells, I can probably do a few tricks. What I like to do is wait for Xerath to use his Q to last hit or do something of that nature, and then I can run in and try and charm him. If you can watch for cases like that, you'll be able to do some work. Now, I noticed the Xerath was going bottom. I put that ward there, and you'll notice I was just talking about the ward placement earlier. Me putting that ward there in that tri-bush area allowed us to see that Xerath was coming. Unfortunately, my team decided to just stick around a little bit too long regardless of that. So that's an example of just really bad map awareness. Down goes the Graves, but luckily they are actually really low from that gank as well, so I'm going to be able to come in here and probably make something happen. The Vayne tries to, and by tries to, I mean she picks up a kill onto the Sona, so I take her out, and then I messed up my ultimate there. I kind of ran against the wall. Boom, max range charm, and I'm going to be able to pick up an ignite onto Xerath, take him down, and that is a little bit extra gold for me. So good stuff. He did have that extra kill, so an extra 30 gold for killing him on top of the 300. And that's not too bad trade, I suppose, since I am now 4-1 with the blue buff, and I'm good to go. Just farmed that bottom lane, back up to the mid, and that's going to help me catch up from being down on the creep score and that sort of thing. So anyways, as far as the top lane is concerned, the Riven is really strong. I see a lot of Rivens these days, and that's because it's really hard to counter her. And if Riven does get a couple of items, she's going to hit extremely hard. By the way, you don't want to build full tank Riven. You want to build the AD Riven and then get tanky later. So this is not a Riven video, though. I just wanted to throw that out. Oh, nice job. Someone picked up a kill onto the Taric. And let's see if Graves can do something. No, but that's going to be a 1-for-1 in any case. Xerath was looking to make something happen, but nobody wanted to stick around. Yeah, we've got the ward there, so you can go back to your lane, Xerath. You're not going to make anything happen, sir. And, okay, so here we go. Let's see if this Amumu is going to be able to make something happen. He's just going to sit in the bush real quick. And I've got to spit it up here. But, yeah, he just does it. He just kind of stands in the bush, and he doesn't really go for the bandage toss. So I'm not sure what he's planning there. He's just kind of one of those moves that sits around. I think he just accidentally used his ultimate there. Yeah, I just asked him. Yeah, he accidentally used his ultimate. So that's going to mean that I am not going to be fearful of anything. I'm going to go ahead and put down this ward. My own ward off. Again, like I said, have that ward every time you get back to lane. Now Xerath's coming. Oh, yes, here we go. He's going to bottom lane to make something happen. And I guess he didn't realize that I had left the lane, and that puts him in a bad position. Hit the charm on him, and he just did not know what to do. He didn't, yeah, there's no chance. He got charmed and bursted down from full health. So that's Ahri right there. If you can get a chance to put your full combo onto somebody, it's just devastating. And I've only got a blasting wand and 2 Doran's rings. So even without like a needlessly large rod or something like that, I can do full health damage. Of course, I am kind of fed. I'm 5-1 now after that kill, and I'll be able to pick up my Ryleys. I really do like Ryleys on her. She's got so much cutting ability, especially with your W, because her W counts as a single target ability. Another thing to note is that if you get a red buff on Ahri, you will just completely demolish your lane. That red buff will be able to slow down and do a ton of extra damage every single time that W hits. So it's like, oh my god, so much damage. So anyways, one thing you want to do is look at your lane opponent. I built Ryleys this time, but if you're against somebody else who's really hard to sustain and can harass you at the same time while zoning you out, you may want to pick up a revolver first. I don't really like to go for Will of the Ancients first on Ahri. I know some people do that, and it can work out, but personally I do prefer the Ryleys because it gives you that tankiness, and it gives you the ability to kite people and slow them down and chase, and just so many things it's good for. But like I said, that's going to have to be something that you work out based on the enemy team. So I kind of used my ultimate there in a situation where I didn't need to, and it was completely wasted. I didn't do any damage. I actually missed my opportunity to get a kill there onto the Xerath. However, we seem to be doing decent here. If I can catch this Vayne with a charm, we'll be good. Yep, and I did kill her with a Q, one last Q, and boom, one last auto attack is going to finish off that Taric. So now I'm really far ahead, 7-1, and it looks like that Maokai just might get away. I'll probably stick around and get this blue. That's what I'd want to do anyways. And, oh, nope, he's actually teleporting out. So Amumu flashes over and goes for some action on him. Let's see if I can pick up another kill. I don't even know if I get this one. And, yes, I do. 8-1. So we're doing really well. I think that it might be skewed, though. If you look at the rest of the team, they're not really getting a lot of kills. I'm getting all of them, so in a team fight situation, if I'm not carrying my weight or if I get caught and die, then that's going to be really bad for the team just because we're not that fed. It's just me that's fed. And so I'm going to have to make sure and take that responsibility and do something with it. So here we go. I'm going to go up against this Xerath. This is actually a really bad idea. If you look at my HP, I really screwed that up. I had only half HP from the previous fight, and I didn't think about it. I would have survived Xerath's full burst since I have the Ridley's Crystal Scepter. But since I only had like 1,200 hit points, he literally just insta-bursted me down. I ran right into his face, making it extremely easy for him to land his full combo on me. So that was really dumb. And then bottom lane gets dove. So really bad choices, both from myself and from my team. And we're going to lose that mid-tower maybe. I don't know. Riven's doing a little bit of damage. I think we'll be able to, yeah. Creeps are going to push that off, so we'll be good. And I'll be back in time. Now, right now, it looks like I'm going to go ahead and save up for my death cap. So I'm going to go for a really heavy-hitting build. I'm not worried about getting poked down necessarily too much. Or, you know, he's got a little bit of harass, but I can dodge those fairly easy. So that's why I'm going to go straight for my death cap. My goal here is to just completely demolish somebody in a fight and hopefully have the rest of my team clean up. You know, have my Graves and the Gangplank finish everything off as the fight goes on. So my goal is to probably take out the Xerath, or potentially take out the Vayne if I can get to her, and the rest of it I don't really care about, because I'm kind of just an assassin. I'm an assassin mage. That's what you are as Ahri. So I gave him that blue buff. I had to be careful because he's gonna have really low cooldowns, and I don't want to get caught by that stun. So right now they actually have a ward. This is a bad spot for Amumu to engage. They had a ward in that bush. They knew he was there, and then we just wasted the Gangplank ultimate, and so that's not good. We want to back off right here. We don't have my ulti, we don't have Gangplank ulti, and we don't have a Amumu ulti either. So this is a really bad position. If somebody gets caught, it's going to be really bad. And there goes Vayne. She's actually engaging. This is where we need to back off. Everyone needs to back off. There we go. Once you see Vayne pop her ultimate, and we don't have any of ours, that's when you know it's time to get out of there. The Graves gets caught. He gets stunned. So bad positioning on his part. Xerath picks him up with a kill, and looks like the Riven is going to get away. She doesn't go down. So that's 3 deaths just because they didn't back off. That is actually a really bad mistake. You need to pay attention. If you're going to be pushing a lane like that against somebody who can really engage on you hard, you've got a Vayne, a Taric who can stun you. Vayne can chase really well. They had all of those things that you are, obviously a Xerath who can stun you from super duper long range. You got to think about these sort of things, and because of that, we got caught. If we had all of our ultimates, we would have easily won that fight. There would be no question about it. I would have been able to jump in there and snipe somebody out. Amumu would have been able to ultimate. Gangplank could have ultied, but none of those things were in place for us. So that's just something you need to think about before putting yourself into those situations. And I think we could have actually still gotten away if we had just kept backing off, but people were sort of dodging back and forth into that fight, thinking, oh, we can make something happen. So we lost 3 people. Really bad situation. We were really far ahead there, and they're slowly kind of closing the gap up. So we need to be careful about that. Moving on to the fight. I'm not actually sure who got that. I think we may have gotten that dragon, but I haven't been keeping track of the dragons for you guys. Either way, dragons are pretty important, but we'll see how it goes. They have a fairly tanky team. That's another thing we need to worry about, is that, oh man, I almost got caught by a stun there. Well, actually I did get caught by, yeah, Xerath did a really good job of poking me down there. Didn't kill me though. I will have to back off because I don't want to get into a fight and get bursted down instantly. I could probably get back here in time, and I should be fine. I almost have my death cap built up, just need a little bit more gold. And then I'll be good to go on that one. About 1,200, I think, is what you need from the Blasting Wand and Needlessly Large. By the way, sorry if my voice sounds weird. I got, like, allergies are bugging me lately. We go ahead and pick up some farm on this top lane, try and push this out. Once our lane is pushing naturally, we should be able to make something happen, although it is only 25 minutes in the game. And the best thing right now to do is to push down these towers. We only have one down, and the last one for them is the mid, so that's why they continue to group there. I see that the blue's up, so I do want to come down there and pick that up. If we give that to them, that's not going to be a good thing at all. And they're putting a lot of pressure on this mid tower. However, they don't have Vayne, so we're all here. If I can make something happen, this is going to be good. Well, Graves just left, so we do have to take that into consideration as well. We have all of our ultimates, though. If we get an ultimate off and Gangplank runs in and does some damage, that should be good. Actually, I don't know what items he has, but if he has nice items, that'll be great. Now, there's that Vayne. I thought I was going to get caught by her, so I actually just jumped the heck out of there. I saw her pop her ultimate, and I was like, nope, not going to let that happen. That Taric was right there, and if she would have knocked me into the wall, that would have sucked really bad. Hopefully, we can get this blue. This is bad if they take this. Yeah, I think they're going to take it. It sucks. So they took the blue, but we are going to catch the Taric. So a blue for a kill, and 58 gold assist. I'm not sure what he gives, but good stuff. I wish you would have had an Oracles. That would have been a better take for us. Right now, we just need to probably push the advantage that we have now that we have all these people. And that's a mist. Oh, crap. That's actually not good. We just used, looks like 2 or 3 ultimates on that Vayne. The Gangplank used his ulti to try and catch Vayne earlier. And then 2 more AoE ultimates. You can't go into a fight with a team full of champions that have all AoE ultimates, then use all of your AoE ultimates on one person and expect to win that fight. So that was actually a really bad mistake on everyone's part. By using your ultimates on that one person and then still taking that long to kill her, it just wasn't worth it. Like, it was totally not worth it to use all those spells, and they ended up losing the fight. We lost 4 people there. I did pick up the Revenant because she got way too greedy. She got up in front. I picked her up with a Charm. Charm is extremely powerful. That's one of Ahri's, is basically Ahri's bread and butter ability. Being able to hit someone with a Charm is game breaking once you're in a team fight, especially when you get around the spot where people are on the other side of a wall and you can just throw down those charms. It's kind of like the Nidalee spears in that people have to, it's really hard for them to dodge them because you either can't see them or you're going to have to be in that spot to begin with. You can't just not be there, otherwise we're going to take your tower. So I'm talking about when you're pushing the middle tower all the way up at the base. So in any case, I got my death cap, so I am going to be hitting really hard, picking up some wards now. Wards are extremely important at this point in the game. You need to have them down. We don't have any at Baron area, so if they were to engage Baron, we wouldn't know. We'd probably have an idea, but you always want to have that vision so you can at least contest that fight. Alright, so at this point, we're looking to try and stop this dragon. Nice ultimate going down from Gangplank, but they're just going to move off. They're actually not stopping it, so they're going to pick up a dragon. And I don't think, and that was actually a missed ulti on everybody by Sona. I thought it was going to hit, so I kind of went in to make something happen. Unfortunately, it did not hit, so I ended up getting triple stunned, and that was really bad. So bad on my part by not realizing that. Nice pickup by Amumu, but overall, bad fight. They pick up a dragon, and they're going to pick up all those kills. Looks like 3 of us are dead now, so 4 of us. So they picked up 4 kills and a dragon. That was really terrible. Now they're ahead of us, like quite far ahead, because they've got several dragons. And we've only gotten 1 tower down. They've taken 3. And so, yeah, not looking good at all. They're really making a comeback against us just because of really bad mistakes on the team's part. When you have full AoE ultimates like that, you just can't make those decisions. You have to use them properly. You need to know how to use your AoE ultimate. Sometimes it's okay to use an AoE ultimate to catch one person, but not when there's actually 5 people there. You don't use your AoE ultimate to catch one person. You just wait. You know, I mean, if you can't hit them with your bandage toss, Amumu, then you flash in and ulti everyone. Or for Gangplank, I honestly don't think he should have just used it on one person. That was just bad. And let's see, what else do we have? Sona, yeah, I don't think Sona should use her AoE ultimate out there as well. She could have just tried to auto attack or something like that. So overall, not smart. And then mine was down because I tried to go help out Graves on bottom, and I was running away from the Tarek. So I don't know, just bad situation altogether. So right now they are in a pretty good position. We can still win this. There's no doubt about it. Like, we're pretty strong. They're not like super fed or anything. They're just definitely ahead, and that's where they're sitting at. So we need to look for a position. So there it is. There's where we need to back off. Once that Shurelia's is put into place, that's when you know it's time to back off. So I actually baited out Xerath to use all of his abilities, and he missed everything on me because I jumped around the wall space, and so he wasn't able to make it happen. Took out Xerath. He wasn't able to do big damage to anyone on our team. We take out 2 people now, and so we're doing decent. We're actually not winning this fight very well. Graves went down and Sona went down. So if I can pick up this Tarek, that'd be good, but no. Last minute heal from him. That sucks, and this is not looking good because that Vayne is extremely powerful right now. She was able to take me out, no problem. Oh, nice grab by Mumu. He picks her up. So though that was not a good fight. It kind of sucked. They used the Shurelia's. It seemed like it kind of had turned around. We could have done some more work there, but that Vayne, she got kind of saved until last. So not sure how the Maokai ended up getting focused. I know I took him out with my W, so I might have to re-announce that fight later. But basically, it was as soon as they popped that Shurelia's, we needed to have gotten out of there. We couldn't really get away, so I think maybe if we had focused the Vayne, it would have been a much better fight. Missed ulti there by Xerath. I think he's just trying to poke some people down. He should be okay if they just don't fight for a couple seconds. I've got everything up except for my Ignite. I'm going to take this blue buff. Should help me out. What I did was I picked up a Quicksilver Sash. This isn't something I do normally in every game, but I know that with a Xerath, if you get stuck in an ulti, then you're pretty damn screwed. So with a stun from Tarek and a stun from Maokai and from Xerath, and then potentially from Vayne if you get close to a wall, Quicksilver Sash is a good decision here. Now, at the same time, I want to make sure that I don't put myself in a situation where I'm going to have to use that. Excuse me. But in any case, it's going to help out a lot if I do. Alright, it should be a lot easier to fight. So now we're going to be setting up for this Baron fight here. This is probably going to be the critical fight that wins or loses the game for us. Usually, whenever you see someone starting a Baron, that's when you know you can engage on them and win. But I don't think we're going to make that mistake right now. This Grave is taking a lot of damage. Yeah, he's going to have trouble fighting that Vayne. The Vayne actually will carry much harder as the game goes on than the Graves. Graves is one of those mid-game champions that can just completely demolish people. And now that they use their spells, yeah, Shirelli's going down. We need to back off. It's time for everyone to back off, but instead the team engages. Okay, so that was actually a really bad mistake on everyone's part. You don't engage when everyone uses their Shirellias and jumps in. I get caught now with a root from Maokai. I wasn't paying attention to his cooldowns though. In any case, let's just analyze what happened there. Whenever the Maokai popped his Shirellias, that is the instant Q. Okay, Mumu, you're a retard. That makes no sense. You do not. He just like walked in and gave a free kill. So Mumu, not the smartest guy in the world. But anyways, what you want to know is that whenever you see a team like this that are like really strong initiators, whenever someone pops a Shirellias, get the hell out of there. Like if you get caught, you get caught. But we had plenty of space to get out. And Maokai did jump on me, but he didn't actually catch me because I used my ultimate to get away. What happened though was the rest of the team actually went in rather than running out. So since Maokai uses his grab on me, I actually didn't get caught, and everyone else could have just run away, and no one else would have been able to like stun us or anything like that. So just really bad decisions, not kind of poor communication. It's hard whenever there's something like that that's very hectic, and you're not in like a voice situation where people can say go back. It's really hard because you can't just call that out in chat. I mean, you can do the ping. That's the only thing I can think of, but either way, that just needs to be something that people need to be aware of is like, okay, if they pop everything that they've got, all their ultimates, and they engage on us, who's going to win? And it's obviously them. They've got a Revan that's pretty damn strong with a GA. They've got the super long-range Xerath who's just going to sit back and insta-kill somebody. So it's just pretty clear what's going to happen there. Now, this looks like a good time for us to engage. Graves is not here. We need him to come up and make some work happen. I'm getting zoned here by this Maokai. Yep, he pops the Shirellia, so now we just need to kind of back off, zone them out, and kite them a little bit. Looks like a little bit of engage going on. This could be a good fight. Maokai is still zoning us out, and our team is really split. Looks like the Gangplank just kind of ran in and got himself killed. I see Xerath by himself, so I'm going to run in behind, pick him up with my charm, and took a little bit of damage, but not before killing him. Unfortunately, the Sona and Amumu now down, and it's just Graves by himself versus a Vayne, and I'm pretty sure Ribbon's over there as well, so there's nothing that he's going to be able to do. I think I can take out this Tarek, but I'm actually a little bit afraid because I know that they're about to turn around and start chasing me. So, yeah, looks like I'm going to just run my little self out of there. They stopped chasing that Graves. They put a CV down on me, so this could be bad. She actually shoots me from the other side of the wall. I'm going to be slow. I don't think I'm going to be able to get away from this one. And Riven, yeah, she catches me. So really bad overall. I used my flash for no damn reason. That was kind of retarded. If I had waited and just died, then probably would have been better off. But it was a panic flash. I thought I could jump over her without dying. Not the case. Overall, I feel that the fight could have been a little bit avoided. Like we could have kited that. So everyone kind of like ran in and everyone's kind of splitting in this fight a lot more than they need to, instead of actually just kiting. They have a team that they want to run in and engage on us. So if we run in and we allow them to engage on us, that's exactly what they want. And we've done that just time and time again. Now we're actually 8 kills behind several dragons, and it's not looking too good. So I'm getting fairly strong. I got a death cap. Riley is going to be picking up I'm guessing I'm going for a Zhonya's this game. Normally, I would go for a Will of the Ancients. That's what I do nowadays. I guess in this particular game, I had not tried that strategy, or I was just trying something else. But I guess I'm thinking right now that they have a lot of burst, and I want to be able to block that with a Zhonya's. They're gonna pick up this because no one came. I don't know where everyone's at. They're just kind of, so they gave them a free Baron. Really bad. Everyone's kind of just doing their own thing right now. So game's not going the best. Had a good early game. We were doing fairly well in the beginning, but a couple of bad team fight decisions have started to tilt it in the enemy's favor. and so not looking too good. So right now, another fight ensuing. Looks like Amumu's kind of stuck in there. I don't think he's going to get out. Pops his ulti, gets about 2 or 3 people in there. Not too bad. Use my Quicksilver Sash to get out of Maokai's grab. And I'm just going to try to zone out. Every time a cooldown is up, what you do is Ahri is you just run in, you turn on your W, then run at people, shoot your Q, then you just keep doing that, rinse and repeat. Cool thing about Ahri, she's got such good ranges that you don't really have to get into a dangerous position. I'm able to snag the, oh man, I'm almost able to take out Riven, but with a nice heal from the Taric, she's alive, and that shield really strong. So not much I can do at this point. Like, I've got pretty good damage. Ahri is a really nice damage dealer because, well, she won't do it immediately. She doesn't just burst people down right away. She's more of a sustained damage dealer because her cooldowns are really small. So you just pop your cooldowns, run back, and just keep doing this over and over and over. And that's what I'll do. You'll see, I got the Taric down to like half HP, and then I'll just run in and I'll do it again. Excuse me. But I don't know if it really matters at this point. Looks like, oh gosh, Graves and Mumu and Sona now all down. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. I think they're going to go ahead and finish this game up at this point right now. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the analysis of this one. Some seem to be like, oh man, why are you posting up losses? I just wanted to show some mistakes that I made as well as the team and how to kind of correct that. But I'll definitely be trying to do a lot more commentaries in the future on all the champions that I play. And so I think next week I'll probably, well, I don't know, next week I'll be in Vegas, but I'll try and do a Sivir commentary pretty soon of a really good game that I had. It was really back and forth. But other than that, my other videos are going to be up for the rest of the week. So definitely subscribe and check back for those. Hit the like button if you enjoyed watching this and you'd like to see some more. It really helps me out. And that's it, guys. Kobe Cheese. Peace out.